Hello, how are we all doing? Day 6, I think. Ha! And they said I couldn't do it. Or is it day 7? Oh, it might be day 7. Is that a whole week of this pony and trap that I've been dishing out? It's interesting to see how the quality is getting lower and lower every day, starting from a very low baseline. Right, I thought I'd tell you a little bit about what I've done today, because it's a bit of an unusual day. I had to pop into Horsham. There's my eyes again. I don't know why I do that. Had to pop into Horsham. Had a little. That's in Sussex, as you all know. I like to think that people are watching this rubbish all around the world, but I know you're not. So I had to pop into Horsham, about 26 miles away, and while I was there, should start from the beginning really. Earlier on in the week, I had a text saying, "Hi Dave, love to meet up with you. How about getting a coffee in Horsham?" I thought, fantastic. Always up for a coffee. Unfortunately, the person didn't say who they were, and I'd lost my phone, so obviously I had their contact details in my phone at some point, and of course I got a new phone and had to put all my contact details on. If you're interested, I think what it was I was in New Zealand, place drop, in Hot Water Beach, which is on the Coromandel Peninsula, as I'm sure you know, and paddling in about that much water. But of course, every now and then it became that much water because there was like hot water coming in from sort of, I don't know the technical terms. Anyway, loads of hot water, soft sand sunk in. Got my phone wet. Went back to the camper van as it was then, as what we were travelling around in, and put it in rice like you do. But of course, this water wasn't just water; it was salt water, and it had a bit of other things you find in volcanoes. I guess sulfur and all that rubbish. So it actually killed my phone big time. I lost a load of numbers. This person's number was obviously on it, and we've been in contact, through Facebook and Messenger and that. So anyway, she sends me a message. "Do you want to meet up for a coffee?" "Oh yes," I said. "By the way, who are you?" And she gave me her name, and I had to be in Horsham today anyway, being Saturday. So I popped up. I met a lady that I worked with, and I'm going to say 25, getting on for, I reckon, around 30 years ago, possibly more. And it was amazing. I didn't recognise her when we first met, and it was great. Like 30 years flew past, catching up on old times, catching up on people that we both knew. She's obviously kept in contact with some people. I've kept in contact with others. Yeah, it was a very nice, pleasant time in Horsham. So that was nice. And the other thing I did was I tried to go to Horsham Cemetery, which is where my parents' ashes are buried, and just say, see them. Excuse me, itchy ear. Sorry about that, but I'm not going to record whatever it is, 4 minutes. Most of you watching this know me, so you know what a disgusting oik I am, sticking my fingers in my ears. So, like I say, I won't record it for the sake of that. So yeah, as I say, when I'm in Horsham, if I can, I like to pop over to the cemetery, just to give my regards to my parents, put some flowers on their graves. And something I've done for a while is my granddad, who I never knew, he died quite a few years before I was born. But I remember my mum showing me where his grave was, and it's not marked. And so I'm hoping I've remembered the right grave. I know you turn right at the Angel and go 3 steps in. Well, there's a couple of unmarked graves there. They've got a vase, but they haven't got a vase. That's a vase, by the way. They've got a vase but they haven't got a stone to say who it is. So I always chuck an extra flower in there. Yeah, so I just hope I don't know. Do I hope I'm putting it in the right one, or somebody who possibly doesn't get any flowers or doesn't have any li- living relatives who remembers where they are is getting an extra flower? I don't know. It's something silly I've done for about since my parents died. Um, so there we go. So I did that. Then I walked around Horsham, and then I went into Horsham Museum, which, if you're local, and as I say, you probably are, Burgess Hill probably, or so. If you're local and you can get to it, go to Horsham Museum. It's fascinating. Loads of little rooms. There'll be something in there that'll grab your fancy, and it's a bit of a mishmash of lots of different things, but that's what makes it so nice. I like it a lot. So if I can, I've got time. Another thing I like to do is walk by the river, but I didn't do that today because didn't really have the time to do that. And then I grabbed myself a burger, got in the car and drove home. So not a bad Saturday really. Okay, well thank you very much for listening to my drivel. I don't know what else to say really. I'll do another one tomorrow because that's what I do. I think I might be wrong, but I think I'm sinking. I'm sure I started up here. I was about here, wasn't I, when I started, and now I'm down here. You're going to get to the point where you're just going to see my baldy head. So there we go. So I'm going to say goodbye, and thanks very much for watching. I'll just turn that off using that finger.